What up, peeps?
What's up, y'all? Y'all ready to get into this?
Going.
Yeah, hope you're well. Let's get into this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you ready? She got to put her coffee down, right? 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, I mean,
I just feel like
something's wrong with your knuckles.
something's wrong with my knuckles. They're quite
Something's wong with your
red.
knuckles, girl.
Make sure I smooth
Man, so
my
what's up,
rolls
y'all?
out so y'all can see my situation here. I keep looking down because we have the iPad right here so we can
She's so
see
funny.
what we look like.
Still getting used to this new setup.
What happened to my light? I feel like my whole left side of my face is shadowed.
I don't know, sweetie. What happened?
You just said forget it.
I didn't say forget it. I just...
It's fine.
You're so funny.
We'll roll with it, I guess.
Yes, because we are in a time crunch, a bit of a time crunch today.
Because we are struggling with life, y'all. I am so sorry that we have been treating you guys, I feel like a redheaded stepchild.
And some of you have red hair and you want to be a redhead.
Some of you may be stepchildren too,
Yeah,
but it's okay. Where did that saying even come from?
Where did that come from?
What? Why is that a bad thing? I guess
I mean,
because redhead isn't the popular thing, so they're
sometimes
like the outcast.
Sometimes you just have red hair.
Yeah,
you're a
you got
stepchild.
red hair in your beard.
I do. My mom's a redhead.
A little ginger.
All right, a little
Right.
ginger.
Little ginger
little
brownie.
gingerbread man.
Ginger brownie.
Okay.
With a little patch of silver.
I know. It's icing.
I love it. Ginger brownie.
Yeah, ginger brownie. You're so cute.
Anyway, should we cue the music?
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, okay.
So keep speaking.
Get your life.
Oscar decides he wants to bark
He
at
literally
nothing.
hasn't said anything. Well, he don't ever say anything, but he literally has not been barking until we press record.
Until we press record.
Now,
He's
all
like,
of
you know
a
what?
sudden,
Let me get my.
He wants his presence to be known.
All right, I'm ready. Y'all ready for this?
Cue it.
All right.
All right, you guys.
All right.
So, as Babe said, we're a bit on we're a bit on a time crunch because we are headed to the Windy City.
That's right.
AKA Chicago.
AKA Chi-Town.
For my AKA convention. Hey.
You're so excited. I love it. I love how excited she is.
I'm getting excited because I have not been excited, to be honest. Because nobody is going with me. Like, Mom's not going. Kelly's not going. My special's not going. It's just me. Well, I do have, a handful of my line sisters going. And Babe is going with me. So, I feel like I'm going at this all alone because this is like my first... It's my second first.
Yeah, but it's your first
Central Regional Conference. Like, my legit first one because...
If she makes it to Sunday... Then it's the first full one.
Then it's my first full one because back in 2020, in March, we went. If you guys remember the vlog, we went and we were there Thursday night. Friday morning, they canceled it because of the pandemic. I was just looking at that vlog. I don't know why I was looking at that, trying to see like what I had on or something. And it's crazy to fast forward 2 years, like, because I was talking about how, like, Trump said it's a national emergency. Like, we literally had no idea what was coming.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's
wild to think about
what was coming.
I think that whole experience is still wild to think about.
It is.
I mean, it's still just a very it's a very just wild thing to think about. That we went through a whole pandemic.
Like,
and obviously it's a big deal, but it's just like, wow, thinking back, like, wow, nobody knew. Nobody thought.
Nobody thought we were going to be here. First of all, 2 years later, because I still feel like we are technically still in it.
We are.
I was trying to figure that out. Like, are we post-pandemic? I don't think we're
post yet. China just had their most cases.
They just locked back down, didn't they?
And freaking Europe went up by 25%.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
So, hopefully that up by 25% means that they went from 10 cases to 12.5 cases. Like, hopefully it's not like...
I see what
you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that means they went up by 25%, but the cases are really low, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm hoping.
I see what you're saying.
Now, if it's like they went up by 100,000 cases, and then that's something to be concerned about. But I didn't read the article fully, but I saw that they went up by like 25%.
Yeah, I didn't realize Europe. I heard about China, but I didn't realize Europe either. But it's one of those things where it's like where we think we're getting back to normal. Mask mandates are not in school anymore. Middle of April, they won't even be mask mandates for transportation. Like, that's a big deal. So prayerfully, when that happens, it doesn't take a turn for the worst.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think that maybe the difference now is that I think the majority, well, not the majority, but
there are good enough.
There's a stronger amount of people as far as that are vaccinated versus people that aren't. So hopefully that will help eliminate some of the spread that happened prior. True. Because nobody was protected, right?
Right. That's true.
So yeah,
that's crazy.
Pretty crazy. It's just crazy to think about. Yeah,
it's so crazy. So there's. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, love.
No, finish your.
I wasn't really gonna say anything.
Okay. Because I was just gonna say how, like, even going to this conference is one of those things like, ooh, this will be the first big thing that maybe not. I take that back, because when we went to Mexico, I spoke at a travel conference.
Yeah.
So we have been to a conference in the pandemic, but like Chi-Town ain't playing no games. Like, you literally have to have a COVID test before you can even register for the conference. Like, you had to be vaccinated. You had to prove your vaccination status like 2 weeks before. Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They test you there before we can even register. So, like, I feel a bit more at ease because of the precautions that they're taking. We have to wear masks the entire time, unless you're eating. So, it'll look a little different. Obviously, social distancing and masks and stuff, but it's nice to get back to doing something in person, like, because everything has just been so virtual for so long, that I am excited about that. And, it's my second first, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think
will be there for some of it with me, and he'll be hanging out. What are you gonna do for the weekend, Shad?
Man, I'm gonna try to work out. Gonna try to, I have some trading tomorrow, so we'll fill you in on a little bit on that. Like, the Alabama plays Notre Dame tomorrow in basketball, so I'm gonna watch the game. She even let me wear some Bama gear tomorrow.
So fun. It's the only reason you'll be up there in that crimson.
That's right. So,
because it's got an A on it.
Exactly, because it's got an A. Exactly. But really just chill. I mean, like, I might, maybe if there's any movies that are out, maybe try to go catch a movie. Mm-hmm. If the weather's decent, maybe, go on to Magnificent Mile, because we're really close to it. It's
actually supposed to snow on Saturday. I saw that yesterday.
I know. I'm believing.
I'm like, Lord, please don't let us be snowed in Chicago.
I'm believing that's not what's going to happen. I'm believing that snow means that, like, that it's actually, they meant like,
I don't know, something.
Snowing rays of sunshine.
Something else, okay.
But yeah, no, but going back to that trading thing.
Yeah.
Man, let me do our first.
I was about to say, do we need to?
Let's do our first sponsor.
Shout out to our sponsors first.
Yeah, we'll do our first sponsor first, and then we'll talk to you about the trading stuff. Mm-hmm. So this is actually a new one. So.
We got a new sponsor.
Yeah, there's a new sponsor.
Shout out to the new sponsor.
Right. Shout out to the new sponsor. We appreciate y'all for
thinking of
us and being one of our partners. So the name of this company is Apostrophe. 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 Mm. And so basically, I'm sure that most of us can say that we've had struggles with, like, our skin at one point in time, whether it's dry, whether you've had acne breakouts, whatever it may be. I know I've had acne breakouts. Mm-hmm. Gabrielle's had some, like, dry skin. I struggle with that. So just, especially because your face is out all the time, right? Your face is usually never covered, whereas you can cover the rest of your body from the elements of,
Well, I mean, it's kind of been covered lately. Half of your face.
I guess half your face. That actually sometimes
But
makes
that
you break out more.
But I feel like that made me break out too. In the beginning with the cloth mask, I had to switch over to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, with Apostrophe, they're a prescription skincare company that offers a science-based backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. So that's what they really want to just really address is acne and the breakouts. They connect you with a board-certified dermatologist who will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. You can simply fill out their Apostrophe's online quiz about your skin goals and medical history, and then snap a few selfies, and then your dermatologist will create your customized treatment plan. So it's like seeing a dermatologist, but you get to do it virtually, completely. That's pretty cool. Yeah, which is really nice. Apostrophe treats all types of acne, from hormonal acne to facial acne, and even chest knee, back knee, and butt knee.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that butt knee was a thing.
I didn't either, but I guess it is, right?
Y'all got butt knee out
there? So they treat breakouts from head to toe.
Okay.
Literally. And, so basically, for us, what I'm interested in, I haven't tried the product yet. Gabriel hasn't tried the product yet, but we're excited about trying it and going on there doing the quiz because of just those, for me, the dry face and then causes some acne because I have a really oily face, but then it still gets dry and then I get acne. It's the weirdest thing ever. So I'm really interested to see maybe what a dermatologist might say about that.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to actually checking that out. And next time we talk about them, we'll be able to tell you a little bit more about the service and the experience. We will have used it. Exactly. So excited, but definitely don't wait for us. If you're interested, make sure you try them out.
Get that butt knee taken care of.
Exactly. Make sure you take care of that butt knee, okay? So basically, what we want, we want you to check it out, and we have a special deal for you guys.
What's the deal? You
can save $15 off your first visit with an Apostrophe provider at apostrophe.com/LMO when you use our code LMO. Okay. And this code is only available to our listeners, so don't be trying to give it away to your homies and your friends.
Hey, tell them they got to listen to the podcast.
They got to listen to the podcast, and then they're listeners,
code,
see?
Okay, right.
They listen to the podcast, then they're listeners. Right. They can use it, right?
Then they can use it.
Make them work for it, okay? It's cool to hook them up, but make them work for it a little bit, right? So to get started, just go to apostrophe.com/LMO, click Begin Visit, and then use our code LMO to sign up, and you'll get your first visit for only $5. So
$5.
It's pretty nice. So that's apostrophe, apostrophe.com/LMO, and use the code LMO to get your dermatologist crafted treatment plan for $5. And again, we want to thank Apostrophe for sponsoring this podcast.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, so make sure you check it out, y'all.
So, what?
So trading.
Trader
Raider.
Let's Trader Raider.
Trader Raider.
That's Babe's new name.
It is Raider. Trader Raider, and it's about to be mine. Like if I, because look, I am thoroughly enjoying
killing it.
Trading. Like, I've always been interested in stock market. Gabriel and I've always been interested in stock market. I did make some money one time overseas. My brother, he was like, "Hey, make an account." Mm-hmm. I think this stock will be a good stock. I've been kind of watching it. And so I bought the stock and made a little bit of money, but that's the only thing. But I didn't do any research. I had no clue.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at a couple.
Listening to him.
Yeah, he sent me the articles that he had looked at from like CNBC and Yahoo Finance and stuff. He had sent me those articles, so I read them, but it didn't mean anything to me because I didn't know anything about stocks. Mm-hmm. And so, fast forward to now, Gabrielle, she had bought this little she bought a course, but then she also had registered for this little 5-day course, and I was like, I'll do it, and it just ignited a fire.
It really did. Because I've been interested in it, and Babe kind of took it and went with it, which is awesome because I've been interested in a lot of things. I've bought a lot of courses for us to watch, a lot of things for us to do together, and normally it'd be so hit or miss, or I'll be interested and he's not interested. I feel like the last course we were really interested in that we watched together was to learn how to set up the podcast.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know what? Give me the login. I'm going to watch, I'm going to do. I was like, oh, okay, you do it. Next thing I know, honey, he in it. I was like, oh, you know what you're doing now.
Yeah. I'm I'm learning. I mean, I'm literally, but needless to say, I've been just enjoying it, man. It's just it's the the challenge and the problem solving and the trying to figure it out, is like, it just is so fun for me. I like to think analytically. And, that's one thing that, YouTube and social media, you have to think and you have to be creative.
It's a different type.
It's not analytical thinking per se. Yeah. It's creative thinking. And Gabrielle's really good at the creative thing. I'm good sometimes.
You do good.
Sometimes, I feel like not as creative, but like the analytical stuff though, I can sit there and, and get that. And so it's been really fun. And I've literally, I'm up this year. I'm up like 27%.
This year.
Well, yeah, since I've started. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm up 27%.
Since
I've started.
Yeah.
So my balance has went up for 27% from where I started, and that's in like 4 weeks. So no savings account's going to give you 27% return,
right,
in a month,
right,
or ever. so for me, it's just really exciting, and like
the possibilities are just endless.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless, and I'm just going to take it slow, be smart, have risk management, and just make sure that I'm making smart decisions. And really, the motto that I really liked, that one of my like an instructor type people, I'm in his group, and he's really smart about trading. He says, that buy the fear, sell the greed. Because that's the two factors. Either you fear or greed, and I don't want to be greedy. I'd rather be more fearful right now, because I'm still going to make a profit. Maybe I don't make as much as I could, but if I'm greedy, I'm going to lose my money.
Right.
So and so far it's been going good. I'm enjoying it, and I've been showing her, and she's been like, okay.
Excuse me. It's like a foreign language when he started talking to me about it, because I still don't really know. Like, I'm I can kind of understand, like he'll break it down for me, but I'm just like, okay, hey, you get it. I'm just excited to see the like fire and passion that you have for it. Like, I literally don't think I've seen you this excited about something since you first started like cycling and then triathlon training. Like at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see you like passionate about something.
Oh,
So I'm excited for you.
No.
As long as we ain't losing no money, go for it. Okay.
Exactly. No, exactly. And I appreciate her, I tell her this, I appreciate her, I'm the type of person that likes to like try different things. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think that I think it's so funny is that people, now granted, if you're trying a bunch of stuff and you're not taking care of your responsibilities, that's different.
That's a different case.
Than trying a bunch of things and still taking care of your responsibilities, right? I'm trying a bunch of things, but I'm still
taking care of
business and doing what I need to do to help provide for the family, right?
Yeah.
But we want our kids to try different things, right? We want our kids, try this, try that, try this, try this, try this. Like, we want them to do that.
Right.
But when you become an adult, all of a sudden that's taboo.
You're right.
Like, why is it wrong for an adult to try something new, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and it doesn't have to be like, the great thing about this is that, sure, he's making money doing it, but it's not like a need, like we need this money to survive.
It's not.
Like,
we're not trying to live off
my
of it.
ends meet. Yeah. So it's a different. It just gives you a different perspective. But it's funny you said that, because I was listening to this podcast the other day, and it was titled "The Death."
You listen to podcasts?
I do. I actually do. It's a really good podcast. But they were talking about the death of wonder. And how so many people, it's like a husband and a wife. It's called Walk in Love. It's a really good podcast. So,
the Walk in Love people?
The Walk in Love people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I haven't listened to them in a while, but it's so good. Brooke and TJ.
We've worked with them, rocking some of their shirts.
Yeah, because they have like, launches and stuff. Like, if you ever seen the shirt, what's the popular one?
Choose Joy.
Choose Joy. Yeah. So they're the creators of that shirt. But he was talking about how there's so many, like, you'd be surprised. He was like, they recently moved to Maui. So in meeting people and talking to people and asking them, hey, like, what do you do for fun? He said, it's amazing to me how many people don't have that answer. How many adults don't have an answer. And when he was talking about that, I was like, wow. Because if you were to ask me, what do I do for fun? I'd be really hard pressed to tell
100%.
you. Honestly, like, what do I do for fun?
100%. Like, it's,
that's
a very, Yeah.
Could you answer that? If somebody asked you, what do you do for fun? Can you honestly say that you have a hobby that you do for fun? Not reading. You know what I'm saying? I mean, reading is nice and all.
It's fundamental.
It's fundamental, but like an actual fun hobby. So like he started taking up like surfing, and he bought a bunch of like art supplies so he could start painting, like just to do something different. Try something different.
Think about think about Reagan will come home and she wants to draw, or then she wants to color, or then she wants to paint. Like it's very interesting. Yeah, I think that's so amazing. I need to listen to that because it's true.
Really good.
This is why I've been on this constant, and you guys have seen that, and you know, some people be talking trash, and I mean I don't care because it's not about anyone else other than me. It's about discovering, you know, like I want to feel young. I want to stay young, mindset wise, right? And you know, and I think that the way that you do that is go outside the box. Yep. Do things hard every day. Yeah. And so that's why for me, it's like, you know, I could go into like trading and be like, oh, it's so stressful because I could lose all this money. But when I sit down at a blackjack table and use, you know, and I say I got $100 to gamble with, if I lose that $100, I'm not stressed. Right. Because it was enjoyable. Like I enjoyed the experience. So I think that I love that though. You're just trying to find that we want our kids to explore and to try things and do new things and branch out. Yeah. But then we hold ourselves back from doing the same thing because we're adults now. We have to we've got responsibilities. We can't have fun, or no, I can't try that. Well, what if I start over and people are looking at me like, well, what is she doing? Or she's not good. Like there's so many things that get into our head that keep us from just being curious. What is the verse in the Bible about being like as children? Like,
I know what you're saying.
Man, what is that verse? Some of y'all might know about them.
I know what you're saying. But it you know, it's one of those things. So like, yeah, I don't know. So it has had me thinking this week.
That's really good though.
What is the thing that I want to do that's fun? And I don't know. Like, when's the last time I tried? I feel like I started in the pandemic. I bought like 3 pairs of skates. I would skate with Siege. Like that was fun. I really wanted to learn how to skate, and then life happened and I ain't been on the skates in a good 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like just something that's fun, something that's not tied to work, something that's not tied to income, just a pure, unadulterated hobby. Is that right? Is that the right word? Unadulterated? I don't even think that I know what that word means. Yeah, I mean, you know how you like hear a word used, but you don't really just know the meaning of it? Unadulterated? Like, what does that actually mean?
I don't think it means, I think it's good.
Hey, what's her name? Alexa.
What's her name?
What does unadulterated mean?
The adjective unadulterated is usually defined as not diluted or made impure by adulterating. Pure. For more.
Pure. So yeah, just a pure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I did use it right. Yeah.
Just
a pure hobby. Just something for fun.
So this is the verse. This is one of the verses. There's a few different ones, but this is one, Matthew 18. So whoever takes the lowly position of this child is the grace in the kingdom of heaven. Having faith like a child requires putting aside our will. This way our opinions and misconceptions do not get in the way of trusting Christ wholeheartedly. But like, you know, basically what I mean, it says that having faith like a child.
Yeah, I mean, because children are like, they're literally fearless.
They can do anything.
They can do anything. They don't worry about, you know, sometimes to their detriment, they don't worry about consequences or anything like that, but they're just free to do.
And we hold ourselves back.
Absolutely. So yeah, it is a good podcast. I think it is titled The Death of Wonder, if you want to check that out. Walk in Love.
Okay.
But
that's really good.
Yeah. So, and think about it. What do you guys do for fun? And if you already have something that you do for fun, let us know. Share it in the comments. We'd love to keep the conversation going. Tell us like, what is the thing that you do for fun?
Yeah.
Because I'm on the hunt.
Yeah, I'm on the hunt too. You know,
I am on the hunt for real.
And if any of you are in the stock market and trade or anything like that, let us know. Like, you know, let us know what you like about it, what you don't like about it. You know, if it's, I mean, because I think there's, you know, what I've really started learning about it as I've been doing it is that man, the opportunity to build wealth and it's a life skill as long as there's a stock market.
Yeah.
You know, which if there's not a stock market, then we're probably in pretty bad trouble at this point. So as long as there's a stock market, there literally is opportunity to make money. And so it's a skill that I want to continue to hone and learn so that I can teach Chad and Reagan and, you know, and anybody else that's in my life. Like, hey, you know, my buddy's been asking me, he's like, man, what? I told him, you know, he's like, how's it going? So I told him what I made yesterday. He was like, what? It's Tyler.
This? Oh, Tyler.
And he's like, you have to put your boy on. Yeah.
That's exactly
that's my boy. Tyler, who I went to, some of y'all, if you watch the Gabe TV, our vlog.
Exactly how he talks too.
We went to, he's like, man, you got to put your boy on. But yeah, no, I went to Tampa with him. We went the guys trip to Tampa, but but yeah, so I mean, my thing is like, man, the opportunities are really endless and you never know, you know, what you're going to enjoy until you try it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and then again, I believe that God has got a plan for all of us. If you're doing something you really, really enjoy, as long as it's not like to the detriment of your health or anyone else's, then, you know, I think God will provide a way. He can provide a way if it's in His will for you to make a living from it.
Yeah. I agree.
You know,
I agree. So yeah, proud of you, Trader Writer.
Thank you,
Trader Writer.
Trader Writer.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? Do you guys remember the segment that we started that we don't really follow up with? But what's been in your ear lately? What you been listening to?
Man, trading courses, trading videos. Like, yeah, just I found some people, some YouTubers that are full-time, you know, day traders. And then like the guy that I'm following, it's the Daily Trader is who he is. And, you know, just really just been in this learning mode. And this has really been, you know, over the last month or so, I said, okay, God, I want to really dive into this stock market stuff, but I want to dive into your word first. Because I can't give so much attention to that, but not give the attention to you first. So every morning I've been doing, you know, like a Jesus Calling, devotion. And then I've been doing Right Now Media. I don't know if you ever heard of that app.
It's got all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of good stuff. It's a Christian app with like a ton of different things. And I've been doing like a video series every morning. So I spend and then I pray. So I spend a good 20 to 30 minutes, depending how long that video is. And I pray with God, you know, like in the morning after I get Chad, before Chad gets on the bus or after Chad gets on the bus. Yeah. You know, and I'm not perfect, but I've been doing pretty good at keeping on track. But then I feel like, okay, God, you know, now I feel like he's cool with me going and like spending so much time in other stuff, you know, where it's like, cause I gave him his time first because he deserves it first. Yeah. Right. And so, it's been, that's what I've been doing. And then, you know, podcasts like normal, nothing really special.
No good songs, no good music you've been listening to lately. Excuse me.
I think the song I really like is Talking to Jesus by Brandon Lake and Elevation Worship and Maverick City Music. It's kind of a collaboration. It's a really it's a good song. It just has a really good meaning to it. And it just reminds me that like your conversation with God is not this formal interview for a job. It's just a talk with your Father. Like it's just a talk with the Father that loves you unconditionally. And I think so that's been such a good reminder to me. It's like, you know, and I've been praying with Chad and Reagan every morning. And eventually I'm going to like ask them to like lead the prayer. You know? And just, so I just been trying to be more intentional. But yeah, that's really what's been in my ear. What about you?
That's a good question because I asked you that and I was like, do I even have an answer to this? I've been listening to
the sweet nothings I've been whispering in your ear, baby.
Podcast and audiobooks. It's funny because
you listen to podcasts.
You're so funny. I've literally been on this binge of listening to Walk in Love, and then I really love Good Inside with Dr. Becky. It's about parenting.
She got good hair.
Shut up. I mean, it's all right. It's funny because you were talking about that, like talking to God, because there's another episode. This is like the Walk in Love Shout Out podcast, but it's something about like, I can't remember the title. It was something about if Jesus lived with you, or what if Jesus lived with you, or something. And the wife was talking about how she's been living her days as if Jesus was a guest in her home. Obviously, we know that, you know, we have the Holy Spirit. He lives in us, and God is, you know, omnipresent. He's everywhere. But what if he was actually a guest in your house? Like, how would you be living? And it's not about like, oh, well, let me just be perfect and not do this, or I can't do this. Some of that, because maybe you'll rethink sitting around, you know, watching 4 or 5 hours of TV, binging on a show, or, you know, what type of a show is it that you're watching? Or like, if you're going to do something, say you're cooking, like, are you having a conversation with him? Because if you have a guest in your house, you can't ignore them. Like, you spend time with them because they're there. You're going to have conversation with them. You're going to invite them to do the things that you're doing. And it's like, she's been trying to, what she said is since like December, she's just been trying to have that mindset of like, if he's here, why don't I invite him to do something with me?
Oh, that's good.
Sit in the silence. Pray more, talk to him. And she's like, and it helps to make it a bit more informal also, because if you just think of him as like a house guest, like, hey, you know, hey, Jesus, do you want to do this? Or, you know, what do you think about me doing this? Or, you know what I'm saying? Just little things like that. Like, if he was a legit guest in your house, how would you act? How would you think? What would you say? How much time would you spend with him?
Man,
like, it was, I was
song.
like, wow, I never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? It was eye opening. So I've been binging on podcasts, obviously. And I've been listening to Set Boundaries, Find Peace by, I don't know if it's Nidra or Nedra Tawwab. I could be saying her name completely wrong, but it is really, really good. I just finished a book by a friend of mine, a fellow soror, and we went to TSU together, Candace Bimbo, and it's Red Lip Theology. That's a really good book. So if you're looking for a good book, that one's a good one. So yeah, I've just been kind of listening to, I haven't really been listening. So like when I've been working out, I've actually been working out either in silence, or I've been like watching YouTube when I've worked out. I haven't worked out with music in a while. Like I just haven't been feeling it. Like
music's one of those things where, music's one of those things where it's hit or miss with me. Like, I just would rather listen to like, you know, something that really like captures me. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So when I do listen to music, it's like, you know, something that's upbeat, that's like, get you moving a little bit, or it's a worship song, that but no, you were speaking of something. That's another song I've been listening to. What? It's Elevation Worship. What Would You Do? Basically it's saying like, what would you do? It's by Isaiah. It's sung by Isaiah Templeton. He's if you ever seen Elevation Worship, there's a black guy that's like bald head, facial hair, glasses. That's who that is. In case you're wondering, but he's part of Elevation Worship, but the boy can sing. Like, I'm talking about, it's amazing. But he's like,
I'm not sure that I've heard that
but like it says, what would you do if he walked in this room?
Oh, yes, I have.
Yeah. What would how would you act? And then it goes to the end and says, he's already here.
Right.
And like it's a powerful song.
Yeah.
But yeah, What Would You Do by Elevation Worship. Check it out, and I guarantee you're gonna feel some emotions because it's a powerful song. But that's another thing I've been listening to.
Cool. We have another sponsor?
We do.
Okay.
And this is...
What is it?
Bonafide.
Oh, Bonafide. Shout out to Bonafide for sponsoring us. We have talked about them before. So you probably remember them. But if you haven't, it's basically for like women. Y'all know we go through a lot of changes in our life, and some of us suffer from postmenopausal symptoms, and you want something that's safe and effective that can help you through that. So this is where Bonafide comes in, because they have non-drug solutions that you can trust. They create these natural medical products, and they have the recommendation of over 8,300 doctors. So like, it's legit. So if you are a woman who is, going through some things, like, there are a number of products that they have. They have hormone-free products that will give you relief from vaginal dryness, give you relief from menopausal hot flashes and night sweats. They have hormone-free support for sexually active women who want to enhance the stimulation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Also relief from any like vaginal like discharge or itching or anything like that. Like, hey, there's a lot of things that could be going on with us women. We know it runs the gamut. So if you are looking for a solution that is non-drug, it's natural, then Bonafide would be your option. And you check it out. We have a code for you guys. You give them a try. No hormones, no prescription needed either, which is another thing. Like, you don't have to talk to your doctor to get this. You can get this on your own, and you can get real relief without compromise. So, our listeners, you can get 20% off of your first purchase when you subscribe to any product. Just go to hellobonafide.com/LMO and use the code LMO. So that's hello, BONAFIDE.com/LMO. And so you get the best prices, free shipping, all at hellobonafide.com/LMO. Check out the website. This is like their best offer anywhere. So check it out and make sure you use that promo code LMO.
Absolutely.
Let's see. We forgot to do a question too.
Well,
do you have an Ask Gabe and Babe?
I have to check a position real quick. You want to take a peek?
Oh yeah. See, look, he trading right now. He trying to.
I have to check a position, okay?
Oh my goodness! I should have had this up and running. I forgot.
What is wrong with you, Gabrielle?
Beforehand, but we have been getting some Ask Gabe and Babes. So let me see what I can find. All right, so we've got an anonymous.
Okay.
I haven't even read through this yet, so here goes.
Here you go.
Hi, I would like to remain anonymous. My therapist suggested trying out a dating site. I haven't had much luck with it, but have gone out on a couple of dates with a couple of men. There is one I have been messaging with for a couple of months, and we went out on a one-on-one casual date. We do have a second date. I'm not sure if I am interested or attracted. I'm not sure if I am at all interested in or attracted to him, but I am finding it interesting to get to know him and wanted to give it a chance. He's very nice and is a gentleman, which I love, but he is not very assertive and doesn't seem very confident. He says he doesn't go out and it would take a lot to get him out. But while I am a homebody, I like to do different activities outside the house sometimes.
Okay.
Are those bad reasons to not date him? Can attraction grow with time? Or am I just forcing myself to date him because I am enjoying going out for once? I don't think he is ugly or anything. I just don't feel anything special when I am around him. Thanks, Anonymous. P.S. I love your family and your vlog and your podcast, by the way. You guys really do feel like a part of my extended family. Hey.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate that. You are part of our family as well.
100%.
So here's the thing. I feel like when it comes to dating, and listen, I've also been out at the dating game for a really long time. But I think when you go into it with the mindset of being curious, seeing how things can go, no pressure, no expectations, and just enjoying, then you leave room for things to naturally happen. So like, I think sometimes we stop ourselves because we get so caught up in, well, he says he didn't do this, or he said he didn't do this. He's saying these things, but you never know.
Yeah.
The more time you guys spend together, and maybe if you guys do these different activities and things you like to do, like maybe he will start to enjoy it. Maybe the attraction will grow as you get to know him better. Like, I totally, wholeheartedly believe that attraction is something that can grow. Absolutely. You don't think he's ugly. That's a plus. Okay, because, you know what I'm saying, that could be a factor in the beginning. So, you know, I think that say yes until you absolutely have to say no.
Yeah.
Like, what is the harm in trying? You know what I'm saying? If you stop it before you allow it the time to grow or flourish or, you know, do anything, then you'll never know. So I think you've not said anything bad or anything that couldn't change. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, those are all things that could change in the future. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think that I just think that, you know, it's worth continuing to like explore and you know and because the last thing you want to do is have regrets over things that don't seem like they're major, right?
These aren't major things.
If they were major things, then I get it. You should need to definitely, you know, really get some analytical thinking and figure out if it's right. But it doesn't seem like that's the case. It seems like you're just in your head.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe there's some, you know, but yeah, why not?
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. You said he doesn't seem very assertive and he doesn't seem to have confidence, and I'm not sure exactly like where. It's hard to gauge like where you're talking about him not being.
Is that
assertive.
A conversation you could have?
Yeah, is he like not pursuing you enough? That type of assertiveness, or like when you guys are out, does he not seem assertive with, you know, people you come in contact with? I'm curious as to in what areas is he not assertive in, and then the confidence, is that something that you think could change, or does that lack of confidence or the perception of lack of confidence, unless he's actually said that he's not confident, does that come from a previous relationship or a previous experience? Is that something that he could talk through or work through? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you said anything that's like red flag, let me stay away from this. I think it is worth pursuing just to see what happens. And I also, you know,
no, I agree completely. And I also think that this, you know what, not enough relationships start with really good communication. Maybe this is an opportunity for you guys to build upon communication. Have the conversations with them, like, hey, here's my. I'm not saying you haven't already, but maybe you haven't. Maybe you can say, hey, you know, that like. You know, like maybe, you know, like you're not assertive in these areas. Maybe, you know, I just want to feel like I'm bam. I don't know what we don't know the specifics, so we can't give you, you know, our opinions on the specifics. But what we can say is that just talk, communicate, let him know how you feel. Tell him that he can let you know how he feels. Because, you know, if you have holdups, well, no one can read your mind.
Right.
So if you have holdups before they turn into, whoa, I'm done ups, okay? Then, you know, you have an opportunity to have some really good, deep conversations that, you know, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But I think that, you know, I think it's a good opportunity. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to just see what happens. The whole going out, not homebody, don't want to do things, like that's something that you guys can totally compromise, and you can totally
and it can change
and you can totally get to a good balance where you're going out enough, you're staying home enough, you're trying different things, you know. But that also comes with communication. He has to know how important it is to you
100%
to get out and do different activities and what it means to you, you know. Like, don't assume that he could figure it out. Just voice it. Just tell it. You know,
like I didn't.
Maybe he will hear that and be like, okay, I gotta stretch a little bit for her. You know, it's worth it for me to do that. But you got to give him the opportunity to even. Don't
expect him to read your mind, just like he shouldn't expect you to read his mind. Yeah. Just say the words.
Say it.
Yeah, but like, because I didn't know that she wanted to make out so much until she told me. She's like, look, babe, I'm trying to like make out more. Like I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to do the thing on a, you know, like regular basis. You know what I mean? Like I had no clue.
So done with you. Anyway, we hope that this was helpful.
Yeah, hopefully it's helpful, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Hopefully, you know, you enjoy your second date. If you haven't gone on the second date already, maybe you got a third one coming up if you did. So just, you know, say yes until you absolutely have to say no, because you just never know what can happen.
Say yes. No. I know, but
what song was that?
It wasn't Say Yes.
Oh, that song was like.
What?
What
Stay
was it
woke.
supposed to
Dun,
be?
dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
yeah, I
dun.
didn't get that at all.
Say yes. Dun, 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 dun.
The second time around, I got it.
See? Whatever. Okay. You better stay You better say yes and stay woke, girl.
Anyway,
Hilarious.
thank y'all for listening.
Wait, we got one more sponsor.
Oh, we do? Oh, I had no idea. Sorry.
Girl.
This was supposed to be a 30-minute episode.
It was, but it ain't.
45.
All right, Gabriel, this is on you too, baby.
Oh, man. Another one? Another one.
We the best music. Father of Assad. We
That
the
does
best.
that every time, and it is the funniest thing to me. Whoo, child, let's go. I feel like we finna be in the car forever. We still gotta drive to Chicago. Anyway.
I still gotta drive to Chicago.
True, I said we. I mean, I'm in it for moral support.
You in it? Do some work. You got some work to do.
I just want to relax. Scroll my Instagram feed.
Right. Scroll that sponsor.
Okay, let's shout out to our final sponsor of the episode. We have talked about them countless times, and y'all know they are one of my faves. So, Noom. If you have not heard about Noom, let me tell you, because listen, life be lifing, and we are all going through some mental health issues at some point or another. You're going to come in contact with some stress, some anxiety, some worry, all of that. Like, it's, not that I'm putting it on you, but it is sometimes a part of life. Yeah. And it's helpful when you know how to navigate it, how to handle it, how to work through it. This is where Noom Mood comes in, because it is Noom Mood. Let me make sure that I get that out there. And it is an app that's going to help you learn the tools to navigate your stress and anxiety. And I've been going through it now it's been a lot longer than, because I'm not as consistent, because I miss a couple days or a week or two.
But that's nice though, because it doesn't like make you feel bad because you moved it, because it lets you continue on, right?
It literally, like, when you open the app, you pick back up where you left off,
which is really nice,
which is good. So even if I am behind, I'm not missing any lessons or anything, because every day there's like a mini lesson. They have articles that you can read, and they're the goal is to give you these tools that you can put in your toolbox to learn how to manage the anxiety. So every week they introduce a new tool, and you get to practice it, and you get to decide at the end of the week if it's one that you want to add to your toolbox, or you want to go on to the next one. So you will have so many options when you get to I think it's like a 12-week or I think what mine is I think it's like 12 weeks or so. I'll have all these tools. If I want all 12 of them, great. Or if I only want 6 or 7 or 8, then I'll have them in these techniques to go through. Really nice. Another great thing is, like, you have a coach that helps you through it. Someone that checks on you. If you do miss a couple of days, they see, how you doing. How's it going? Where you been? Nice. Or if you have any questions, or if you need them to explain something more, like an article that you read, they can do that. So it's really cool, because you feel like somebody's kind of walking with you through it, and you're not on your own. But yeah, I really like it. It's backed by science. The lessons are based on psychological principles that teach you about your relationship with stress. It's daily curriculum that's only about 10 minutes a day. You can do it whenever, wherever, it's not something that you'll be like, let me open this again.
Because that's the worst when you got something that's like so long that you're like, by the time you get halfway through it, you're like, is it done yet?
Right. I don't feel like that at all.
That's good.
So it's really cool. So if you have not tried out Noom Mood, what are you waiting for? Taking care of your mental wellness is empowering. And you know what I'm saying? It gives you that. So for our listeners, worry less and feel happier. Sign up for your trial at noom.com/LMO. That's Noom, NOOM.com/LMO. And check it out. Just let me know what you think, because I'm in it. I use it. I love it. I keep telling Babe he needs to sign up and try it out.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah. So check it out. Let me know what you think. That's Noom.com/LMO. NOOM.com/LMO.
LMO. That's right. So
yeah, let's see. Oh, we didn't do a question of the day either, man.
We good,
struggling with life.
Yeah, but now it's time to start packing up this vehicle to get on the road.
I know.
You guys got a lot longer than what we had planned.
But But we got it done.
We got it done.
And we're semi on time. I mean, today is Thursday, but
Yeah.
hopefully this will go up on Friday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It should go up tomorrow.
It should go up
Well,
tomorrow.
it'd be Friday.
Be Friday.
Whenever you're watching it, it is
went up.
live. Okay? Okay? So, you know what? Feel special because the moment I don't care if you're watching a month from now, that's the day it went live to you.
I can't. Watching or listening because
listening.
some of you guys actually just listen to us.
Yeah.
If you are just a listener, you can come and like watch us over on YouTube.
If you're just a watcher, you can come over and listen to us.
Watching her. Or you can do both. Hey, ain't no shame in
Same
that.
time. See if you can sync them up. Like 3, 2, 1, hit the buttons
That's
together.
hilarious.
And see if it works.
It's not going to work because like the ad breaks will come in on the YouTube.
That is very, very discouraging, sweetie.
Anyway, we love y'all.
Yes.
Please keep the Ask Gabe and Babes coming. If you have a question, a situationship, anything you would like our unprofessional
We will
opinion
opinionize
on.
it.
And it, relationships, parenting, whatever, friendships, it can be anything, okay? We will opinionize the heck out of it, okay?
We will.
So you can email us at letsmakeoutpodcast@gmail.com and put hashtag Ask Gabe and Babe in the subject so we know you want us to cover it on the podcast.
That's right.
And you guys can follow us where else?
Yeah, you can go to Let's Make Out Pod on Twitter, Let's Make Out Podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We'd love for you just to go around, follow those accounts, subscribe to the YouTube channel, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast wherever you're listening to it,
Yes.
as well. So that way, just know when new stuff's coming out. And appreciate the comments, appreciate the Asking Babes coming in.
Yeah.
And we appreciate y'all.
We love y'all.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk to you next time.
That's right.
Bye, guys.
Deuces. Good job, Shotty.
We did it.
All right, y'all.
Love y'all.
Talk to you later.